A satellite can cost hundreds of millions of dollars and still be abandoned because one small tank runs low. Now a spacecraft with 2 robotic arms is flying up to give old satellites another chance. But touching a spinning machine 35,786 kilometers above Earth could rescue it, or create very expensive confetti. So how does a space robot grab, fix, and release something never designed for repair? This is the orbital mechanic, decoded in 5. First, the strange problem. Many large communication and weather satellites sit in geostationary orbit, moving around Earth at the same speed that Earth turns. This is where many high-value satellites serve for roughly 15 years. That makes their position commercially important. From the ground, each one appears almost fixed in the sky. That is perfect for television, communications, and weather monitoring. But fixed does not mean motionless. Sunlight, gravity, and tiny forces keep pushing it away from its assigned position. Small thruster bursts pull it back. Over many years, those corrections slowly use the fuel. The cameras, radios, and solar panels may still work. Yet without control, the satellite cannot reliably point its antennas or stay safely in its slot. It is like replacing a car because the steering fluid ran out, except the car is above the weather and no tow truck has existed. Until now. The new mechanic is called the Mission Robotic Vehicle, or MRV. It launched carrying a robotic system built through a DARPA program with the U.S. Naval Research Laboratory. NASA supplies simulation, software analysis, and flight robot operators for the mission. 3 agencies share the engineering load. The craft is not a humanoid mechanic with a wrench. It is a careful flying platform with cameras, lights, tools, and 2 long arms built for 7 directions of movement. Humans on Earth choose the job and supervise the difficult moves. Onboard software plans safe arm paths, watches for faults, and can stop before hardware meets hardware the wrong way. That matters because moving an arm moves the whole spacecraft. It can even make the client's flexible solar panels wobble. The software must cancel that motion while keeping 2 large machines calm. In space, even grabbing the handrail has consequences. Before any repair, MRV must perform the hardest handshake ever. It has to find the satellite, match its orbit, and reduce the closing speed almost to 0. Cameras and distance sensors build a picture of the target. The vehicle approaches in tiny stages, checking the satellite's position, spin, and shape again and again. There is no joystick twitching the craft straight from Earth. Delay and risk demand planned moves. The awkward part is that many older satellites were never built to receive a visitor. There may be no friendly handle, docking port, or helpful sign saying, "Robot grabs here." Operators therefore use detailed models and close inspection to choose a safe contact point. One arm can steady the satellite, while the other brings in a tool or new hardware. If anything looks wrong, the robot can pause or back away. The clever move is not grabbing quickly. It is knowing when not to grab at all. Now the reveal. MRV's first major job is not opening a satellite and filling its old tank. It installs a separate propulsion box called a mission extension pod. That choice keeps the old system untouched. Think of the pod as a small, permanent jetpack. The robot attaches it to the aging satellite, makes the mechanical connection, checks it, and then lets go. The pod's own thrusters handle orbit control for roughly 6 more years. The satellite keeps using its original radios, antennas, and solar panels. That buys the operator time without building and launching an entire replacement immediately. MRV can then move on instead of staying attached. That means one robotic vehicle can inspect different satellites, install several pods, and return for new assignments. It can also inspect damage, help relocate a satellite, and attempt selected repairs or upgrades. But this is not unlimited warranty coverage for everything orbiting Earth. So does this create a real repair economy in space? Earlier mission extension vehicles have already docked with commercial satellites and taken over their position control. So life extension is a working business, not science fiction. MRV is the next step. Instead of becoming the satellite's permanent driver, it carries hands and tools. That changes servicing from one kind of rescue into a platform for different jobs. Replace parts, add better sensors, move dead spacecraft, and eventually assemble structures in orbit. Future satellites could even include standard handles and ports from day one. A robot that independently fixes anything is still hypothetical. People plan the missions, targets must be understood, and every contact carries risk. But the open loop now closes. The breakthrough is not one perfect repair. It is treating a satellite as equipment that can be visited, helped, and used again, not a sealed box we throw away. Once visits become normal, satellite design can change around them. The Decoded rule. The cheapest new satellite may be the old one you stop throwing away. Subscribe for more hidden systems made simple. Next, we decode how spacecraft talk when the internet cannot reach them.